Hey fam. Woo. Hey fam. Hey, I decided to go live today. So just gonna wait some people to come in the room. Just want to talk about your overall health. What the hell is this microbiome that I keep speaking about? I know I went in depth, but I just want to go live because I just want to answer some questions. A lot of us we really need to like pretty much see the overall picture. So that's the only reason why I'm going live. So you can get your questions answered, but I just want to just touch bases on your immune system because a lot of us, it's like we think we're doing the right thing, and this environment, our environment affects that. And I know I did a video. I would say it wasn't last week, but it was last month. I did a video and I was telling you about the person who cooks in the family is overall responsible of the health of the family. And a lot of people had questions about that. I said, let me just go live, talk about this microbiome, your immune system. So look, hey fam, if you can, make sure you could put some questions in the chat, but it's just so critical that we see what we actually put in our bodies. Now, a lot of people don't really understand the microbiome and how important it is, and where it comes from. And I just want to just pretty much clear it, because I'm always talking about the free doctors, but we really don't really get the clear understanding about that microbiome and how it's so important. I mean, it's so important. If you can, if you in here, I see I got two people viewing. If you can, put your name in the chat. Don't be scared. Look, don't suffer in silence. That's one thing I always say. Don't suffer in silence. Put your information in the chat. We're gonna just sit back and just talk. We're gonna just sit back and just talk about our immune health. And I don't know, everybody's different. Everybody's different because that's like this is the part where I would just cut it out my video. But everybody's different because, the water we drink, what state you live in, all the different environments that you've been in, all this affects your overall immune system, especially the air we breathe. The air inside and the air outside a house. The air outside a house, we need to be out there. We need to be out there, like, how do we send our kids to camps? Those who have children, we love sending them like down south to grandma. We do have family down south, but you want them out there in the fresh air, with the grass, the trees, and all this, getting that, clean air. And of course, clean your air in your house. That's like a whole other, video. But I'm just talking about your overall health, around if you're around people that smoke, if you're around people that, how would I put, do other kind of smoking, all this affects us. All this affects us. Like, you could tell by, smokers about their gums, but, some people don't smoke, but if you got secondhand smoke, it affects you. It affects you in that way. But, like I'm talking about your immune system, it's the food you eat, the environment, especially it's good to be on different cultures. Hey Donna, how you doing? Yeah, so let me just go ahead and go live. Just a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions, and I said, let me just speak on this. First thing we need to do, as if you over 18, and if your children are watching this, please forgive your parents. Forgive your parents, because you do change when you get older. You be like, well, I'm not eating meat, or I'm gonna do this plant-based thing, or I'm gonna go vegan, pescatarian, whatever you want to do, but you got to forgive your parents, because I said that before, so I'm gonna throw a lot in this live, because I really want you to see what I mean when I say this. When I say this, because far as about the income, how you were reared up, if you have grandparents, if you have aunts, uncles, as I said, forgive your parents. Sometimes we're doing the best we can at that moment. Like I know I spoke about my daughter, just sharing a special personal story that I shared before, but I raised my kids the same cooking, the good Southern cooking. I raised them off eating a lot of pork, eating a lot of beef, especially pork, how I season my greens, season my vegetables. It has some pork in there, but you know, that caused one of my daughters to have, high blood pressure. And I'm like, I was like, So, you do a change. So that's what I said. We got to forgive our parents because they teaching us for what they know. And look, that's a whole other story. But I had that on my family. And then the secret was, one thing that I've noticed is, cutting back on street food. And when I say street food, be like, street food, that's what you buy when you bring in your house. What I mean by that is going and getting the fast foods. I'm not going to name the fast food because I want the video to stay up. The fast foods and being lazy, getting the instant food and feeding the instant food and having different things, just go back, cook it from scratch. That's what we need to do. But I know I'm veering off, but I added garlic. I added garlic to pretty much, no, not breakfast, but I added garlic to her meals, and that actually helped her cholesterol level because her cholesterol levels I think it was like a 290. No, yeah, it was like a was it? It was in the high 200s. I'm gonna just leave it there. I don't really know the numbers. All I know is a high 200s. What I did was I got her active. We started walking after dinner. We started doing different things and incorporate, the free doctors I talk about, getting in the sun, walking, exercising, doing things, drinking more water. And then I started doing garlic. I started baking, no frying. So those are the things I did. But just think about your immune system. I want to just talk about your immune system. How is your immune system? Do you even really think about your immune system? And your immune system is totally, it's all on your gut bacteria. When I talk about that microbiome, the microbiome it's pretty made up of viruses, yes, viruses, fungi, and bacteria. All this it's like trillions, well, about 40 trillion in your gut, in your body. So imagine what's in your stomach. Imagine what's in your inside of your small intestines and your large intestines. Now let's say in your in your gut, you get sick a lot, you colds, allergies, you're always having a lot of inflammation. So just think that your microbiome is off. I know I'm jumping ahead, but I'm just trying to give you a scenario of how you feeling right now. Now, I want to like pretty much go back into the beginning when you was a child. Well, way back before you was born. When you are in your mother's stomach, you have no microbiome. Look, the things I'm telling you right now, study shows already proven. You can speak to your doctor, speak to your provider. You can speak to your provider. I'm going to leave it like that. But what I'm wanting to let you know, I know people are like, why should she keep talking about the microbiome? So that's the only reason why I'm jumping ahead. But I just want you to know, and I did touch base on it before, but I said, let me just go live because I know a lot of people miss it. And it's like in the middle of the video, and some people don't watch the whole video. They don't. Be honest. You'd be like, let me skip the part. But sometimes you miss some very, very important information. Now, the only reason why I said let me speak this because I was on my podcast. I'm gonna just put it out there. I was on my podcast, and I'm like, no, I'm just go live and just speak about the microbiome. I just want to gonna talk about this microbiome and to maybe put it out there and let everybody know. Look, let everybody know, especially, well, mainly, mainly. Let me quiet my mind and slow myself down. I'm going too fast. Hey, Karen, morning. But what I really wanted to just basically say when I was on my podcast, and I'm like, when I had my children, the last thing I ever thought about was like, I really wasn't focused on breastfeeding and really, a vaginal birth. And I was on my podcast and I said, let me just go ahead and go live. And I want to, talk about the microbiome and your overall immune system, because your overall immune system is directly, you know, it's your microbiome. It's your gut. It's your all those bacteria is in there. I know people like, so the microbiome is fungi and viruses. Yes. Yes, you got viruses and all that other stuff in your body. That's why it's good for you to be out with other children, like what's going on. And you need to be out with other people. We need to be switching and get that stuff. But let me get back to what I was saying about mothers. Now, it's best that we be birthed through that birth canal, period. Across the board, we need to be birthed through the birth canal, period. We need to go through what we need to go through, that moonflower, across the board, hands down, all this. And this is my opinion. Y'all, look, studies already shown, is already proven, facts is already there. Y'all go back and speak to, those OBGYN doctors and, obstetricians and all them people right there. And they already talking about it so heavily. And I'm like, well, let me make sure my community, because we having babies. I want to make sure my community know this. But it's very important that we go through that birth canal, be, birth that way. And it's detrimental. I mean, hands down, we need to breastfeed, period. We need to breastfeed. I don't know if y'all want to speak about that in the chat room, and if you had children, because I already know one of my children was C-section and my other daughter was vaginal. And I'm like, you see the difference, like I said, with my daughters, one's 25, one's 32. I see the difference of the overall, and I can speak to truth from like now, the way the health of one child and health of the other child. One was breastfed, one straight had implant milk. That stuff you get free from WIC, I'm trying to make sure this video, stay clean. But I did WIC with one and WIC with the other. But my second daughter, I breastfed, back in the times. And my daughter was born in 89. She was born 89. And you young and dumb, and you don't know. I mean, we just don't know how important it was to breastfeed. I'm listening to, her father, how we listen, we all giggly, and and you wish you had the, your parents and as I said, forgive your parents. I'm just telling you, we go through things, and I'm feeling so vulnerable right now, so let me just calm down. But what I want to say is, you wish you had that ground. You better breastfeed that baby. You want that. You want someone in your ear telling you why you're not breastfeeding, what you doing. The baby needs that milk. The baby needs that milk. And it just makes me think, because, I'm a grandma, my grandbaby is 1 month today. She 1 month today. And, I'm looking at the changes, and I'm thinking about my kids and how I affected, and I say affected and effected, however, what it worked it in there. But I see how I affected their health. Hands down, I see it clear as day. And I'm like, oh, yes, because I'm an herbalist and I see it, and I'm decalcifying his pineal gland, but I'm being so like real with you guys. We need, if you have pregnant women in your family, or, who's waiting to get pregnant or want to get pregnant, or, in that state, we just in that state, however I can clean that up, in that state, to say, look, you definitely want a vaginal birth. Don't schedule a C-section. That's my opinion. But if you could just share that love and share that wisdom and that knowledge, please tell them, please, baby, get it vaginal, because that's where they get the microbiome. That's where they get that bacteria, the virus, and all that good stuff. That's where, because when you are in your mother's stomach, when we have our babies and they're in there, they don't have any microbiome. They don't have any good gut bacteria at all. They don't have any protection. They don't have any protection at all. And I already researched this, and I know I talked about another video, but I said I got to speak about this now, because a lot of us not really thinking about our immune system. And I'm saying, all through your life, it affects you how you was born. It starts there. It Bottom line, it starts there because we don't really look at the truth of it. We don't look at, okay, did I breastfeed? How long did I breastfeed? My daughter, my youngest daughter, she had my first grandbaby, and I'm like, please breastfeed until she's 2 years old. And she's like, Ma, I don't know if I'm doing. I'm like, I'm begging her. I'm just begging her because I'm looking at, my children, my daughters. I'm looking at their health. I'm looking at where it starts. So with your immune health, think about where your health start. Where you breastfed? Did you come through the birth canal? I just want to just make sure those two critical things means a hell of a lot. I mean, a lot, a lot. It starts there. If y'all don't see that it starts there, it does. Because like I said on the other video, and it is said on the video or a podcast, I don't really remember. But what they do when you have a C-section, how to get the microbiome, sometimes, they'll place like a tampon, and you do a what? And I went and asked these questions. So just to get it clear, but yes, they'll place something inside of the mama's vagina to get the fluid. I'm like, is that what you gave my daughter? Because I'm tripping. I'm like, I hope that's, if you look at, your health, and you look at everything that you do, and, you think about, the tampons, you think about all these other things and all the other side effects and all the other stuff that we look at, we're like, how did you get her the microbiome? I already know how Quasia got hers, but how did Deidre get her microbiome? You did what? I'm tripping. But I had to think about that. I had to check myself. I'm like, well, at least I gave her some breast milk. The breast milk, y'all know it's different colors. You go in there and look. No, I can't show you a slide because it's live, but the baby get colostrum. And this is when they get that nutrients. I don't know, they get that nutrients. You get that, all this effects on the mother, everything. Because when the baby's, breastfeeding, which is the most natural, I know there was a big old whatever about breastfeeding, but it's the most natural, it's purest form, and it changes colors, and the baby and the mother's interacting, and, the milk changes what the baby needs. And that's like the purest form. And that's why I was like, breastfeed till they 2. They do it till they 5. And I know, like, Viola, that's disgusting. No, I'm just talking about freezing the milk. And if they have their cereal, which they shouldn't be eating cereal, but when you have the cup of milk, I don't like, dang, that's nasty. It's not actually, if we actually just look at things pure, and I mean pure, we talking about pure. We talking about the natural, like, the grass, well, some grass is fake, but y'all get what I'm saying. The natural order of things, the trees, the animals, that, getting back into the pure natural, because when you be reading stuff and it says natural, okay, you be like questioning it. So, but that's where I want you to start. I know I just had to bring it back, but but that's where I want you to start. I want you to think about your life, your immune system, how jacked up your health is, because we are jacked up. This diet, this American diet that we have is like, who the hell, what? You question, like, why is that on top and why is that on the bottom? You question it, especially when we sick and we wonder why we sick and why we got all these diseases and all this other stuff. And, yeah, that right there. So your immune health starts there. And your microbiome, I know it's like, you'd be like, I'm tired of this crap. But if you knew how important your microbiome was, that's the main reason why I eat. I eat and select things and do things because I want a strong microbiome. I mean, I done jacked my body up these last, I would say, 50 years. I'm going to add from birth all the way up, because I was not breastfed, but I did go through I was delivered the right way. So I did the microbiome there, but I you know, had the other milk. I had the other milk. So, I'm gonna leave it there. But you just ask yourself those questions. Was I breastfed? Did I go through that way? And then you have to check yourself, how many antibiotics was I prescribed? Because I do affect it. Am I getting sleep? Your microbiome needs sleep. It needs exercise. Yes, it needs the sun. Yes, your microbiome, those bacteria things need it. They need it. Them viruses, a lot of us got some parasites, and stand out there in the sun, kill some parasites. Like I on my Facebook, I threw a picture of an apple. You remember, it's like an apple a day keep a doctor away. The right apple. We got too much suspect out here, and people switching and saying it's organic. I'm gonna calm down there, but the right apple. So the right apple do stop a whole lot of different things from happening in your gut, and it will keep the doctor away, especially if you're doing plant-based. Yeah, plant-based, but it's not all plant-based. And the only reason I said not all plant-based, because we gotta make sure we clean it right. If we cleaning it right, we good. We good. Y'all feeling sick? You want to make your immune system strong? Plant-based. Plant-based. And look, your microbiome, if it's off, family, you're off. You're off. If your microbiome, you're taking a whole lot of antibiotics and a lot of different things, your body's off. And sometimes some of the microbiome do not come back. And when I speak about the microbiome, you got to really look at your microbiome. It's consisted of, it's 40 trillion. And I'm not even going to attempt to name some of them names, because it's like bacillus, and it's like 6 long words. Y'all gotta go look it up. I did videos. I don't know if you've seen the videos, but I did the video about the microbiome, and I showed you what you need. Now, if you have destroyed your gut flora, your microbiome, is very, very important to restore it. You definitely need prebiotics. I always talk about probiotics, prebiotics, and fermented foods, but you definitely need to just rack up on some prebiotics. We're talking about to correct it. It's a process. It's a process. You don't just go get your prebiotics and it's fine. It will start to slowly, come back. But if you I hate to say it, and I'd rather just give you all the facts and everything clear and precise. Sometimes it won't come back. And remember, I said 40 trillion. If you got 40 trillion in there, if the and if the good outweigh the bad, that's the thing. You got good bacteria, you got bad bacteria. When you take antibiotics, and I'm talking about the prescribed, if you take those antibiotics, it affects the good and the bad. So you really gotta look at this. It affects the good and the bad. When I was saying you do a cleanse and detoxing and different stuff, and sometimes some microbiomes don't come back. Now we have to look at the microbiome. The microbiome, you have microbiome that just take care of the meat, break down the meat. You have microbiome that just breaks down the vegetables, the oils, the breads. This is fact. So if you're a heavy meat eater, that means you got more microbiome that breaks down the meat, and you don't really have to break down the vegetables. A lot of us don't eat fruits and vegetables, and the only time we eat vegetables is at dinner time. And especially if you don't eat dinner. So that's why you need fruits and vegetables at each meal. At each meal. That's if you eating like that. And I know a while back, with me not having a gallbladder and trying to get this, because I have gallbladder. I forgot what year it was, but I know I was in my 40s. And like I said, I didn't get on this side of the waking up to decalcium, to take that crap off my pineal gland, and to see, the herbalism, to see this side of the world. And what I mean is eating for my health, eating to get my lazy body off some of the prescription it was on, because it was being lazy. It was like, okay, this I ain't gonna say the word. Some of the medications was making my body, lazy. I'm gonna leave it there. That's the correct word. I leave it there. And it was trying to, I can't say fix, but whatever, it was subscribed for, and I leave it there. But going into the whole, plant-based, cutting out the meat, cutting out the dairy, whole other world, cutting out the dairy, and getting your health back, getting that inflammation reduced, getting the parasites out, cleaning the blood, taking care, making sure you take your vitamins and minerals. But let's help with the microbiome. I just completely lost track of what I was saying. But far as about your microbiome, getting it back and repairing yourself, and what I did, and like far as the medication, and the medication, like yeah, that's where I was. That's where I was. The medication, what I was saying, it makes your body lazy, and going there, numbing the pain. I'm gonna clean the words up, numbing the pain, and deadening the nerves or whatever, blocking. I'm gonna throw them words out there and keep it soft like that. But going back, doing a fast, cleansing out, and I mean cleansing, clearing, regenerating, getting your body back to healing itself like it naturally does, getting it back into that environment where you was. And me, I'm talking about going back to a baby state where you're doing nothing but liquids. And I know I go like way off, and I get like real anal with it, and I be like, nope, I ain't having no foods, no solids, no nothing. I'm doing nothing but clear liquids. Like right now, I got green tea. Let me drink some. I got green tea, because green tea is definitely great, like a prebiotic, definitely great for your gut, definitely great to, get your, rebuild your microbiome. It's a lot of things that we just completely miss, like our overall health. We just completely this food is so good. I already know it. I know pizza. You be like, oh man, that cheese. You be like, the cheese. Look, I'm from New York, so that pizza's had it going on. I would do pizza. If I could eat pizza every day, put it in the chat room. Put it in the chat room. Who can eat pizza every day? Who can eat pizza every day? So now I make my own, and I use like cauliflower as, as my bread. Come on, Donna, I appreciate you. I really do. Donna's the only one talking in the chat room. I appreciate you. I really do. But yeah, I'm just reading. Yeah, but who can eat pizza? Y'all can put in the chat room. Pizza, I would do pizza all the time. But what did pizza have? What's the main ingredients in pizza? Come on, y'all be honest. What's the two main ingredients? It gotta have that cheese, right? It gotta have that cheese. You be like, I love that cheese. Hence, they go to dairy. How cheese is made? When I be talking about eating spoiled foods, when I want you to eat spoiled foods for your good gut bacteria, for your microbiome to be strong, because your microbiome is your overall health. Without that microbiome, we screwed, family. I know I jumped all the way to the end. I should have been saying at the end, but we screwed. We are. But if you think about the bread, the cheese, and then what we do, come on. What kind of meats we be throwing up on that pizza? What? You be getting the meat lovers. You be putting all. I used to get it loaded down. And what kind of vegetables you think I had on that pizza? The tomatoes. And that's all you had? Now, when I have a pizza, when I make me a pizza, it's heavy with vegetables. Heavy. And it's fresh. So it's like I'm just eating a cauliflower base. So I should just have a cauliflower steak, right? And just throw some vegetables on and eat my pizza like that. No, you got to go in there and make it, where it's like that. Yep. See, Donna, no. Meat lovers. Before 50, meat lovers, Donna. Meat lovers. My kids know, be like, what y'all want, some pepperoni? We got the pepperoni. And then I don't know where I was, but I started loving pineapple on my pizza. People like, that's nasty. I'm like, did you try it? Did you try it? So instead of putting that meat, I used to put pineapple. So it'd be like pineapple with cheese, and I throw some olives up there, and I eat it like that. I was like, man. Then I put extra cheese. I'm like, who like the pineapple? I know. Look, there's 12 people. 12 people. Well, now it's 11 people viewing. Who likes pineapple? I know. I know. But I'm just talking about your overall health, what you do to your microbiome, what's the crap, and why is it so important? It's important because of, let's say if you ate pizza, the regular pizza, the meat lovers, we talking about three meals a day or twice a day. Because in the morning you eat a muffin, some of us eat donuts, a bowl of cereal. You already know what cereal's doing, because we need whole wheat, and the wheat ain't the same from before. The wheat just ain't the same. Like I said, you want the whole foods. So, but just think, if you ate pizza for 2 meals and you had cereal, and I'm talking about meat lovers, where's your vegetables? Where's your vegetables? You can't say the tomatoes. Nope. You can't say the tomatoes. Nope. Can't use tomatoes. Good, Donna. You like the pineapple? Yeah. That pineapple, good. That pineapple's real good. But I'm talking about your overall immune system. So what you think you're doing to your microbiome? Just think about it. Who you think is winning? The good or the bad bacteria? So we eating that pizza. You don't think we're growing them parasites? You don't think the parents like, woo, keep giving it to me. In our brain, we all happy. Because look, I know I'm wrong for saying this, but when we go to amusement parks and all these fun places, what kind of food is served? You think they got salad and all this other stuff that, plant-based? You think, no, they got that good food, that good food, that delicious eating foods where it's had so much sugar, salt, and I know I'm wrong for saying this, but it's that comfort food sitting there. Because I don't know about you, but you know how you go in and get the funnel cakes? Oh my goodness. You walk around the funnel cake, you hate that they put the extra flour because it be on your nose, it be on your face, it be on your clothes. But I loved it. I promise I love it. And I'm not going to say which amusement park I went to get this. But who went to the music park they sell the big turkey legs, them big old turkey, the big old drumsticks? Who? Come on. Who said it? Who said it in there? Who said it in there? Who said? Look, guys, I gotta take this call right quick. But oh my goodness. Give me a minute, family. Give me a minute. Sorry. I don't know. My baby's called. I try to call him back and see what's going on. Hey, baby. I done missed the call. Let me see. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get back. Did you just call me, baby?
Yes.
I'm live. I'm live. So what you get ready to say? Okay.
That's fine. Was everything done through Delaware?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye. I'm sorry. I had to tell her I'm live because I don't know what she was getting ready to say. I gotta protect my babies. Y'all know. I gotta protect my babies, but I had to take that call. Look, y'all know family first. Come on. Y'all know family first. You gotta, because I had to be checked with that. I used to be like, wait, you disturbing mommy and this stuff. But I had to check myself. I was like, look, they the reason why we do everything. They the reason why we do it, reason why we get up in the morning, reason why we go through this crazy crap. Be on that wheel. What wheel I'm talking about? That wheel, that 9 to 5. We on that wheel. We like, because I didn't play. See, you guys got a regular 9 to 5. When I was in the military, it was 24/7. It was 24/7. It was no 9 to 5. It was more like 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah. Y'all see those times. 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's I think I was close and safe from a time where it was like after 10 o'clock. But by then you sleep, the babies sleep, you spend no time with them. That's why I love doing night duty. That's why I just volunteer. I was like, I'm working nights. So when they sleep, they don't miss me and I'm in the daytime. Was I getting a lot of sleep? No, I was like, they're important. I have to be more. And plus, when you're in the military, they like at you like an unfit parent, but it's like reverse. I know. Talk about the microbiome, but all this is health. All this is health because now you can see how it was detrimental to my body. How I was killing my microbiome, how my immune system was jacked, that I was on all these damn prescriptions. Between 13 and 17. But yeah, I was between 13 and 17 different prescriptions. And I'm like, bump this. I gotta protect this. I gotta get this universe, this temple, this heaven right here, this whatever you want to call your body. I was like, nope. I'm gonna drink me some more water. Like right now, this is lime. Y'all see the Pope? It's lime, a little bit of cayenne pepper. Yes, 2 drops of cayenne pepper. Yep, and water, living water. So this is reverse osmosis, family. So just telling you what I'm drinking. Besides my green tea. So the tea be so hot, I'm like, tea be so hot, I'd be like, I'm not burning myself. I'll be on live and be, no, I'm not burning my tongue. So you see me drinking too. But anyway, we know we do this for our family. But like I was, going back to the microbiome and why I keep harping on the microbiome, because I want you to start back and ask your mother, ask your father, hey, was I breastfed? Whoever's alive, and you talk about the whole thing. You talk about everything. Same thing, how we put cereal on that milk to get some sleep instead of just asking for help. We just gotta open our mouths. We gotta look, I need help. I need to get some sleep. Can you come and like pull a couple of shifts or just help me out? I mean, you just got to open our mouths and ask for help. And I am putting a shout out to all people that's between birth and who getting ready, planning for children. Please consider vaginal birth and breastfeeding. Consider it. Like I was saying on a podcast, when I had Deidre, sharing our stories, when I had Deidre, I don't know what happened, but I had an emergency C-section, which I think was suspect. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. It was suspect. I was like, I can push her out, push the first one out. I can push the other one out. But anyway, I had an emergency C-section, family. And then after, I breastfed like the first day and a half. Then all of a sudden, it's like 3 days later. I was sick, had an infection, didn't know what the hell was going on. But later, it's like, I can't really say the exact word, but it has to do with my blood pressure. I swelled up real big. I mean, if you weighed me, okay, so with Deidre, I was like 150 pounds, with, pregnant, but I was 108 pounds in the military. I was skinny. I wasn't this weight. I'm like 135, between 135 and 138 right now. But I was like 150, but if you weighed me, I was like maybe almost 200 and 205 pounds. That's how much my body swelled up. My body was like, something's wrong. And I was in the hospital for like 10 days. They was like, well, the baby Ben could check out, but I didn't have anybody check out. TMI. And anyway, I was like, my baby ain't going nowhere until I go. So, the nurse helped me out. Shout out to the nurse. I'm not going to say what happened, but the nurse helped me out and I got out the hospital. But you just see what happens with your body. You see what affects with your body. But I was just looking at what I was looking at is during the time I strictly wanted her to be breastfed. And I can say I'm happy of this. There was donated breast milk. And I'm like, Viola, that's disgusting. I don't care. It was donated breast milk. And I love the person who did that. So my daughter was breastfed all the way up until she was like, I want to say 6 months. So for those mothers out there, please, it's so critical for their microbiome and their overall immune system of the baby to be vaginally and breastfed. And that was the only point of this video. But I know people are like, what the hell is this crap microbiome? Your microbiome is so critical. Everything we do affects our microbiome. It does. Like if you got a lot of cortisol going through your body, no. You got a job that's stressful, get your behind out in that sun and be out there breathing, walk, do anything you can. And now that it's we don't have the mask on, but I was begging people to take oxygen breaks, like the ones that go smoke. I was like, I need to take I don't care if it's an hour. Every hour, get up from that computer because you need to be getting up. Like right now, I've been sitting. It's good to get up. It's good to get up and walk around, family. It is. It is good to walk. I'm gonna stand for a little while. It is good. It's great. No, you don't eat and walk and drink and walk, but you should get up and walk, get out there in that sun. Your microbiome depends on it. Your microbiome need them 10,000 steps. Your microbiome needs you stretching. Your microbiome needs you pooping. It does. It needs your body for your immune system to be on point. And I mean on point. Hear me out. When I say on point, it's so critical that your microbiome, and you want it balanced. You want it balanced. So probiotics, prebiotics, and we talking about, I'm not talking about the American diet. Look, I ain't talking about the American diet when I talk about your body needs an array of different fruits and vegetables. Yes, you can eat beans and nuts. It's fine, but your body needs an array. When I say an array, like some places you can't get sour sap, some places you can't get all these different exotic fruits and vegetables. You need that. You need that. But let me tell you the critical part about you taking the fruits and vegetables. This is like a must. This is like very important. It's good to get your fruits and vegetables when you want to correct. Like, let's say if you know about the microbiome, this is the first time you're hearing this, you want to make sure your gut's right and everything. You need to go to the farmer's market and get the fresh the farmers. Don't be suspect and go to somebody's counter and they ain't got no farm or they don't have the garden. And yeah, I'm gonna say don't have the garden. You want to go to the farmers that they got a farm. You could probably, hey, where's your farm at? Hey, where this? You want to go to the farmer's market. You just want to go to the farmer's market because you want that. It's the soil. The soil is rich in microbes. I want to make sure I said that word right. It's rich. The soil is rich. You getting it from the soil, and it's fresh and it's living. Because look, let's be honest. By the time that the food gets to the supermarket, it's dead. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but I just want to make sure you get your microbiome right. I want to make sure that you getting, you're getting it balanced because it must be balanced. If you got to eat meat, eat less. Eat less so you can get back your microbiome that take care of and digest and gets the nutrients out from the fruits and vegetables, because a lot of us have less and it has to be balanced. So if you're a meat eater, your microbiome, like the microbiome that breaks down the meat is like you probably have like if I say 40 trillion, you probably got 38 trillion, and the ones that breaks down the fruits and vegetables, you probably got 2 trillion. Or let's say if you only had 1 million. You see how it's not balanced? You want it balanced. Y'all look it up. Look it up. Talk to you. I'm like, what the hell? You coming here talking about the microbiome? They're like, let me go look it up myself. I'm clowning now. I'm clowning. But look, you got somebody on that microbiome. You need to run and go see another provider. Y'all know how to read between them lines. You better go see somebody else. I'm just giving you some alternatives. I'm just letting y'all know it's so critical. So know your microbiome. Look, because a lot of us had like yeast infections. Men get it too. And you got to take something to kill whatever virus that is. And we'll quickly go get the prescription and don't really, and be like, too much your gut flora. If you just so much your gut flora, I mean, your stomach, you got to think about your colon. You got to think about your intestines. Now, if your intestines is taller than me, I'm like 5'3", almost 5'4", if you want to throw it in like that. Because the military be rounding up like, oh yeah, you're 5'4". I'm like, okay. But anyway, it helps also when they do your tape in your body, because that's a whole other video. But it's very, very important, very, very important that you you fix your microbiome. You know what I'm saying? We have to think about our intestines. Is it cleaning? Is it how can I put it clean? How much poison it has, how much roach spray. I said I'm gonna keep it clean. How much poop, what's really, being spewed out? Is it absorbing like it's supposed to? Because look, it's like mixed in your blood and mixed in this liquid and this bind. Well, they call it churn. Is it churn? I don't know exact correct words or whatever the when it's mixed in your stomach and it mixed the term, and whatever that term is, when it gets through and go into your intestines, what is it really made of? It's really pulling out the sugar. It's really pulling out the energy to keep us energized. So as it's pulling out, let's say if your stomach's jacked up, let's say if you ain't got no microbiome, you don't have good gut bacteria, you know think about your digestive tract and what's in there, and your digestive tract, what's really happening. And then we wondering why with we say the poor diets and poor choices in foods, like if we only having salad and vegetables for dinner, but along the day we having heavy consumption of dairy and candy and sweets. And so what do you think your gut bacteria, what do you think your microbiome, is it balanced, is it where it needs to be? I mean, so if you have a scratch, like a wound, and if it takes a long time to heal, that's signs right there. If you look at your nails and you see your nail beds, you be like, what? You look at your eyes, you look in the mirror and you see all this stuff in your eyes. Do y'all know? Which I know you're like, I gotta go to the doctor and whatever. But we talking about your immune health. We talking about that's where I'm at. So I'm talking about your immune health and your microbiome. So if you look in the mirror and if you look at your eyes, you look at the white of your eyes, and you have like brown and streaks and all that means something. That does. It ain't saying you got parasites in your eyeballs. No. That's not what it's saying, but it's telling you about which organ is jacked up. It's telling you which organ is clean. It's telling you when we are full of crap. I mean, literally, your intestines is full and your colon is impacted, and you like, what the hell? Because y'all know that's me. That's my baby. I'm talking about that colon. I want your healthy colon, healthy intestines. That's what you need. Everybody be like, oh, my stomach hurt. Y'all be like, right here. I'm like, can you see it? Like right here, you be like, oh, my stomach hurt. This is not your stomach. And then, I'm trying to see if you see, and you see this, if this is all swollen and protruded, it's like, wait, look. So when you have like the wideness here, sometimes it's like this underneath the skin. It's just a whole other word. I'm not going to really go get into it, but y'all know it's like the hardest fat to get off. When you have issues like that, stop thinking that it's only this hard fat. And they tell you on these commercials, and I'd be like, what the hell? I was like, why are you teaching them that? We're talking about if you, like me, if I had a big stomach and that I'm not pregnant, I don't have that organ anymore because, my health choices and my eating habits, I lost my organ. I had to have surgery. But anyway, yeah. But if I had a big gut, that's telling me something. That's telling me, hey, are you going? We gotta really look at our overall health, our overall body. And the last thing we don't think about is, that microbiome. We don't. I had to cut some things out because I was about to go another lane and I did not want to go in that lane. But it's real critical that you just poop. You just poop. That's it. But that tells you your digestive is slow, especially my people who after they eat, they just go sit on the couch. That's like the worst. The absolute worst thing we can do is like, back when I did celebrate Thanksgiving, I would cook my ass off. But anyway, we would just go sleep on the couch after getting the banana pudding, the cakes, especially my red velvet cake. Oh my goodness. I know, focus, Viola. We should be talking about the microbiome. The last thing we should ever, ever, ever do, I know, the last thing, even now, the last thing at dinner, after you eat and that food's good, don't go sit on that couch. Please. That's when you definitely need to go out and walk. Be in the moon, be in up, in nature. The real natural. Be out there. I don't care if you live in a city. Go walk in the park or just walk down a city block. Walk down 4 city blocks. So in 30 minutes in I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my daughter's asking me a question. Okay. So um So walk, you gotta walk. That's like the best thing you can do. I didn't say jog, I didn't say run, just go on a nice brisk walk. Because the last thing you want to do is like, like they say, don't go swimming after you eat. No, but you need to go on a nice brisk walk. Just go out there and walk, the worst thing you can do is eat and drink and all. Never sit down if you are full. And for people, just throw it back, I'm gonna go talk about everybody. The worst thing we can do is change and say I'm gonna just go ahead and try this plant-based. The worst thing you can do is start plant-based and like, dang, I'm always hungry. I just need I can't get enough. Slow it down. Remember, everything's a process. If you feel like you can't if you feel like you can't get full, this is the best time to take you some I can't even say the word, Bacillus husk. Drink some of that. Get you some, get the correct breads, the whole wheat. And those are people who can get the whole wheat. Get the rye bread. I was looking for the bread, but there was bread like way back before, well, probably when I was little. The bread was heavy. That's the correct. That's what you should be doing. That bread is so heavy to where you can only eat like maybe half. Like, I know I'm picked the top, but you know how bread is square. You should just have half. So I just want to make sure that you knew that. So okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to handle some business. I know I should have waited to this live before my daughter had this appointment, but it's okay. She's handling some business for me. But it should be some heavy bread that, man, this bread would be so heavy and you wouldn't have to worry about, oh, I need to eat some more. Oh, I can't get satisfied. Yeah. Don't quit. That's the when you change or do something different. And I'm not asking you to be scared of your immune system. Don't be scared. This is only just like educational purposes, just so you can add, just to take it slow, go through the process, take your time, and say, I'm gonna put more plant-based in my life, less meat. I'm gonna change up. I just want you to go a little slower. That's it. Just go a little slow. Don't react. Oh, my immune system and all this other stuff. Take it slow. Take it slow. Everything's a process. But I'm just want you to see your overall health, your overall what you're doing to your body, how you can just slowly change. Don't go drastic. Because I was like, man, I ain't taking nothing. Nope. I gotta get my body back. I said I got to. I was just like, when I be doing stuff, I'd be like, nope. I ain't eat none of that. I'm gonna, but everybody's different. Everybody are more disciplined than the other. And I was just plumb on a frantic, like scared. I'm like, I'm not eating that ever, 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 ever again. Because I was thinking about we talking 50 years of damage. And I'm like, can I get it back? I was like, can I get it back? Because when you screw up your microbiome, family, There's some parts you speak to your doctor. You speak to your doctor. I'm just speaking of my own personal experience. You can't get it back. At some point, you will destroy your microbiome, and it don't come back. That's why microbiome has to be balanced. You have to get sleep, and I say have to. I'm just speaking of why it's important, because if you take a lot of and look, I know it's like touchy subject about taking antibiotics. No, I'm not saying don't go to your doctor and get antibiotics. That's not what I said. I'm not a doctor. I'm just speaking of my health, my body, what I've seen and I've learned, and studies already, and facts is already there. The facts is already there. It's already laid out and clear. Like the microbiome is very important. Y'all don't Google it. Research. Go back and get the real textbooks that talk about your microbiome, what it's made of, what you need to do, how to get it strong. Fermented foods, probiotics, yes, exercise, sleep, sun, activity. You need all that. You need all that. Meditation, yes. Yep. No cortisol. You don't need to be stressed. All that is a factor. All that is a factor with the microbiome. All of it. All of it. Well, like when I was talking about going to speak to, because I'm looking at this paper, when I was talking about going and make sure that when you go get the fruits and vegetables, yeah, maybe you need to go to the Amish markets, because that they buy all that stuff. They don't buy. What I mean is they make all their stuff. They make sure that it's pure and less preservatives and a whole lot of other things that, I don't know Amish, but from watching the movies, some of it's like twisted, some of it's not really showing the facts, but I'm just speaking in general. That's probably the best food to eat. It's probably the best food to eat. Their fruits and vegetables. We're talking about restoring your microbiome, making sure that you keep it balanced. It has to be balanced. It has to be balanced. Has to be balanced, because a lot of us, we walk around here wondering, hey, why I'm feeling this, why I got these parasites, why this, why that, and we don't look at the foods we eat, the deodorant, the lotions and stuff that we put on. We don't look at none of that. We don't look at none of that. We just go, oh, I saw the commercial, best, it says everything that I need, and we go use it and be like, what? Why I got a lump? It's a lump, you clogging up. We clogging up, and we putting aluminum and metals that be like, I ain't got no metal in my body. You got metal in your body. When the last time you did a detox? They'd be like, I never detox. I never cleanse. Why not? If we ask to do it once a year, it's not gonna hurt nobody to do it once a year. Nobody. And truth be told, when you do that colonic, when you go do that, where they put the device in your rectum and put water in there and clean it out, truthfully, if you do it right, you're supposed to do this. It's like every day. It's supposed to be, and the best way. This is if you can afford it. That's what sometimes I'm not saying is to do it in your house, but that's what sometimes, I just make sure I'm going. But it is healthier. It is. It's healthier. We're talking about, especially with the high blood pressure and all other things that happen to your body. And these are silent killers. Your kidney and your high blood pressure, silent killers. It's like the ticking bomb in your heart, especially people got fat on their heart. It's a lot of stuff. Like I could throw out a whole bunch of herbs, like hawthorn berry. I can throw out all these herbs, but if you don't know how to take it right, the measurements. I can't just be saying this. I'm sometimes like throwing out a lot of herbs, because my 2, 3, I think I love them all, but the three go-to that I can say, like garlic, ginger, and turmeric, heavy hitters, especially for this era, this time now. And don't sleep on oregano. People, like I said, I'm going to say a lot. People always think the oregano X is only for herpes. Hell no, it's not. It's not. So if you see that, I don't think people got herpes. Hence, You ever look at your mucus, that phlegm that come out your mouth, and when it turned yellow, you be like, "Dang, I'm getting a little cold." When it turned green, you got an infection. You got a virus. You got something in there. Take that regular exam, and I can't say guarantee, but I could put quotation marks or air or whatever. You will see it change. It will change. It will change. You put two up under your tongue, you would be like, "Dang." You're like, "That shit work." Let me get on Herbalist Kareem's website. I'm just saying, I'm always talking about the cayenne pepper. I know I'm always talking about the cayenne pepper. Only reason that should be in every person's, I'm trying to see the age. I believe the cayenne pepper should be 55 years. And you got some people at 45 that need it, especially with the high blood pressure, especially with, our community. I'll just say it, that community. But this should be on your medicine in your herbal medicine cabinet. I'm not gonna say the other medicine, but you need this. And it's not that expensive, babies. It's not that expensive, family. It's not. But this should be, you should get this to your grandparents. If your great grandparents are alive, that's just me. No, you ain't see me promote mine, but I promote mine, but later. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. It's just like right now, everybody got the seasonal allergies. It's March. Seasonal allergies and all this. Parasites. Like I was talking, I don't know if I said it already, but I remember watching this commercial. Y'all need to watch commercials. Like I hate commercials. I ain't gonna lie. I hate commercials. All they do is sell you something. But anyway, if you ever see watching commercials, I was watching this commercial yesterday. I said I need a break. I'm doing my taxes, fam. I'm doing my taxes, and I'm like, I need to take a break. So I sat down. I was like, let me just quiet my mind. I put the TV on. I ended up falling asleep anyway. But I heard the commercial, and it was an asthma commercial. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's an asthma commercial. And at the end, the guy was like, it had, how they talk about like hidden words. You got to listen to the hidden word. And it was talking about parasites. If you think you got parasites, you're like, and no, I ain't saying because you got asthma, you got parasites. Yeah, and I'm going to leave it there. But he threw that in the commercial. I was like, so you knew he had parasites. I'm like reading the commercial. I'm like, y'all think y'all slick. I was like, go see your nearest herbalist now. I'm clowning, but y'all know you just gotta really look at things and be like, is it true? Is it true? I might have parasites. Y'all go see your doctors, and y'all, you speak to your doctors, but you want to make sure that you look at the entire thing. We're talking about your lungs and your breathing and all this other stuff, and melon, you got melon leaf, bomb diggity melon leaf, but we have to think about the organs. If you have issues, just think about the organs. Speak to somebody. Don't be scared. Talk to your doctor. Say, well, which organ are we speaking about? Which organ? When you have issues, which organ? Because I just think that we need to think about the whole body. Your organ and your heart, your liver, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Everybody know themselves. Your issues. Your issues. We all have the same thing, but okay, so that was wrong. That was wrong. It's either two. You either male or female. Other than that, we all got the same thing. We all got the same thing. We all get the same thing. But if you think about when you go to the doctor and you're like, okay, my sinuses, and you be like, okay, so what is that? You be like, is it my lymphatic system? Is something going on my lymphatic system? Do I got parasites? Is my blood clean, blood dirty? Am I pooping? Because I know I'm always talking about that. I can't go live and talk about poop too much, meaning showing you different things. I got to put slides up. I can't show you poop. I can't say, hey, here's what you don't want. I can't show that. I can't show colors. But when I do a recording, I can put things up where you can relate to it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But just overall, you be like, let's fix which organ that we need to fix. Like I said, your immune system. You got to think about your microbiome, and are you taking your vitamins, minerals like you're supposed to? A lot of us say, I'm just taking my vitamin C, or I'm just taking vitamin D, but What else? What else? What else you taking? You know, the only reason I be throwing garlic up in there, because let me tell you what which garlic. Okay, so y'all know what garlic. Garlic got the allicin in it, right? But y'all gotta realize, I'm gonna read it to you. So garlic, I'm just gonna read it word by word. It's excellent disease preventative, right? It contains allicin, right? You know, if we look at garlic take care of antibiotic, antifungal, antiseptic formulas. So it's the main reason why I'm doing garlic. But garlic also has vitamin A, C, B, right? Got potassium, zinc, iron, manganese, selenium, sulfur, calcium, copper. Now you see when we're talking about garlic. I talk about garlic so much. I make sure that I eat garlic every day. No matter what, I'm still taking my garlic MSM. I'm still taking my Berry Wise X regardless. I take it because I was like, if it fortifies my lungs and my body, I'm going to take it. I'd be like, got to get my garlic. I still I don't do ginger shots every day, but I try to make sure it's ginger in my body. And I try to make sure I take these herbs. Turmeric, I take turmeric like 3 different type of ways. I'll put it in some flaxseed milk when I make my own flaxseed. Not trying to promote this, I'm trying to show you. But I take this type of, I don't know if you guys can see it. It says K2, D3, CoQ10, and it has turmeric. I'll take it that form. You know, that's what I took today. And you can just take turmeric on your own. You can squeeze it, not squeeze it. I'm clowning about squeezing it. I'll take turmeric by, grate it, whatever. Put it in your foods when you cook. You can put on your salad. Tell me you can't put a little bit of garlic in your salad. A lot of us, we go and buy all these seasonings, but we don't think about all the sodium. And you know what the sodium do? It's not good for your microbiome. If you think everything in your microbiome, you be like, okay, you make better choices. You're like, okay, if I take those peppers and they colorful, your microbiome loves that. Loves it. Loves onions, broccoli. What? It does. It likes the high fiber. But look, I'm not telling you to take excessive, please. Don't think I'm telling you to take excessive. Yeah, I'm going to take questions in about in a few minutes. But you don't take an excessive. I'm not saying going in and like we do smoothies. I know we take smoothie. We go, come on, let's be honest. We cut up a whole cucumber. We'll take maybe 4 to 5 hands of spinach, and we'll take all this. We just eat too much. We'll just make a smoothie, and you think 18 to 32 ounces? Hell no. What's wrong with just 8 ounces? What's wrong with 8 ounces? You don't need to drink that much. No, you don't need that. You don't need, like when we go get the spinach and it's in that box and you take like 2-3 handfuls. Yes, that's enough for the family. When you're making that smoothie like that, you're taking a whole cucumber. You taking, y'all know I'm talking about all this. I know I should be showing you this, but don't do that. Don't do that. Make you 8 ounces and go sit your behind down. You don't make a salad. And I'm talking about a big salad that's for the whole family. And then you throwing it in the blender and say, "Cause that's my smoothie." No, you ate too much. You've eating too much. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Balance. It's called balance. And don't go in there and just throw a whole bunch of vegetables. No, and then you shouldn't just be eating smoothies all the time. I didn't say eat smoothie 24/7. Not every day. No, eat the whole foods. Take the onions, chew it down. The colorful onions and the colorful, chew it. We need to chew. And, your microbiome love for you to chew and get it down because it wants whole foods. It doesn't say always blend. Yes, if you juicing for a period, do it for that period. If you doing stuff, juicing, blending, or doing a fast or doing a cleanse, it's just for that period. It's just for that period. to get your body back right from being lazy from all that other stuff you was doing. I can't say certain words. That other stuff that we was doing, be slowing our bodies down, getting our bodies like, yeah, you are right, and knowing when 2 hours, you're like, I'm back in pain again. The pain. You're like, y'all know I'm talking about. But go and get you some, turmeric. Go in there and take some turmeric. Go in there, eat your salad, and sit down and let it work. Let it work. Then, after you sat for like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, if you can, go and get you a nice walk. Go in there and do what you're supposed to do. Even if you can meditate, listen to some good music. Because we're talking about healing, We're talking about healing our body. We're talking about getting our microbiome right. We're talking about balance. We're talking about balance. We need a balance. Once we get that balance, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We really are. I'm just looking and see if I need to speak of anything. Yeah. I know everybody gets confused with the fermented foods. It's the kimchi. I'm going to just say kimchi, fermented. You have sauerkraut, kefir, kombucha, and tempeh. I'm not saying go out there and buy all that kombucha. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Go and buy like 50 things of kombucha. I don't think you're supposed to drink kombucha every day, because remember, this is a live yeast, a live bacteria. You just don't think you're supposed to drink the whole thing. Drink 4 ounces, drink 8 ounces, do it a little bit. When I tell you to get the kimchi and eat, don't think you got to have a whole meal. No, you're not doing that. You just put like maybe a forkful or a spoonful in when you're eating your meal. Like, you can put it to the side a little bit, because all you're doing is getting that. You're just adding to and killing off the bad microbiome and increasing the good microbiome, the good bacteria's in there. That's what we worry about, those good bacterias. That's what we want to build. And you want the ones that take care of the fruits and vegetables. Because a lot of us, our microbiome's off to where, our microbiomes just be looking, okay, you got the meat. All right, so I'm going to process the meat. I'm going to process the meat. And then when it's time for you to put the fruits and vegetables, ain't going to be nothing in there to take care of the fruits and vegetables. Your body going to be like, what? Foreign. And you're going to have a stomach ache. You can probably have diarrhea. They be like, what the hell? It's your body. It's your body. Your body reacts to what you do. Your body actually reacts to what you do. Let me make it clear. Like, I know I was watching this. I don't know why I was watching this video, but this guy was saying, let's do a challenge and eat nothing but a Snicker bar. And I'm like, and I know I said that word, but you know what you're doing to your body if that's all you eating, especially for a 24-hour or 2-day period. Just the same people that drink certain drinks that gives you energy. What's wrong with just drinking a little bit of moringa, put a little parsley in there, make your own energy drink. And I know I said that, but I said it, but make your green tea, get your herbal tea. A lot of us, we just drinking stuff because we saw the commercial and we spent that high money for it, especially for them hot coffee. We looking rich for everybody else. We be like, dang, I should have bought that $12 coffee. I'm sorry, family, but I know I'm clowning. I'm gonna get my chair back, but y'all know. All right, I'll take questions. I will take questions. How's everybody doing? Donna, I appreciate you. Hey, Queen Beauty. Brenda J. Bryn J. So I'll take questions. What's up, B? I see V, True Survivor. I like that. True Survivor. Go ahead now. You said just wasting? I know I said something crazy. Y'all can ask questions if y'all want to. I just got hooked up on, it's just a lot of stuff we don't know. And I know when you come in this field and you're looking at things like, dang, did I really believe that? That I was like, the food be good. Y'all know, like I said, I was Southern cooking it down. Even, I think, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was thinking about the water I would put in my rice when I would because you're supposed to clean your rice. It's very important that you clean your rice. Like, when you see all that film, throw that out. Make sure I clean your rice, because I was straight white rice. Not anymore. Not no. White rice, no, not me. But you clean your rice, and I was wondering if I was putting meat in there. I was like, yeah, because I would do a lot of uh being honest, I would do a lot of box stuff. And I was like, go ahead, this rice and beans is good. I'm like, was I doing this right? Was I doing this right? I wasn't doing this right at all. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I just got to answer my daughter. So y'all can ask questions. So yeah. But I'll hey Patty Cakes, how you doing? Yes. Yes, I have it right here, Bryn. I have it right here. I love it. You talking about getting that the magnesium in your body? Oh my goodness. Yes. I have it right here. I'm glad you bought it. And I sent it. I told her you said that you loved it. I said I made sure. So I made sure that Purple Sage Healthy Live, I made sure that Mama D, got your message. It's always good to, get these messages. Hey, See the King. Hey, sweetie. But no, y'all got questions. Y'all can ask questions because everybody be like, what's this microbiome? Why does she keep talking about this? And I'll slip it in there because it's I mean, your microbiome is vital. It's vital to it's your immune system. It's not your you get what I'm saying. It's the health of your immune system. Because our immune system is still gonna be it's still gonna try to do his job. I'm trying to make sure I put things right because you see a provider. Facts already, the studies already out there, facts out there. Y'all know I'm just a herbalist. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm giving my own advice as far as these vaginal births and breastfeed. It's vital. It's vital. Vital. So just wondering what supplements do I need to take that has with your gallbladder. The same is listen, if you do look, what we don't really get is if it's like it's how can I put this? Yeah, I'm getting tongue tied because I want to make sure that I be real clear at this. A lot of us need a digestive enzyme no matter what. No matter what. It's because of the choices that we do. Because if we like polyphenol, right? We need polyphenol foods in our bodies. Let's just put it there because a lot of us um and this is for your microbiome. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. You need that rich foods because of your blood pressure, because of a lot of issues we have. A lot of things that we eat, our bodies can't process. We don't realize that. This is hence why we should do whole foods. But a lot of things we eat, our bodies don't break it down. Our body can't process it. So if your body's forcing and fighting to process it, what you think is going to do? Things going to get clogged. Yes, your body's going to get clogged. Your immune system's going to go down. You're going to be fogged. You're going to have so many other issues, but your body's not breaking it down. Your body's fighting to break it down. Hence, that's where, your body gets starved of certain vitamins and nutrients because your body is trying to break down all this other crap you're doing. So when your body's trying to break down this other crap, when it's time to break down the good stuff, it's going to be like, it's going to look like it's foreign. Your body, I mean, we have to think about what we do, how we do it. Like you already know that we, we are emotional creatures, spiritual. If you look at all that realm, your physical health, your physical body, what you do, all that affects. So all that affects with your immune system, your health. So when we doing things, if you do things under stress, if you do things under unforgiveness, bitterness, all this affects. And when you lose organs, so you lose organs in your body. I totally pretty much said that wrong, but it's an end point. But what I'm saying is pretty much she asked about her gallbladder. She don't have her gallbladder, right? When we picking burgers and fries and eating fried fish, even though fish is, people love fish, fried fish. We eating all these grease and all these different things. And we putting this in our bodies, and your body's going to break it down. Your body's going to take out your body's going to take what you give it. I'll put it that way. So if you're putting the wrong lotion on your body, eating the wrong toothpaste, putting the chemicals in here, like I used to perm my hair. So we putting all this in our body, and your body's trying to break it down. Your body start getting clogged, slow, and you killing your microbiome. Then we got to go get to the doctor. Hey, doctor put you on some antibiotics. You take the antibiotics for 10 to 14 days, knowing it kills the good and bad. Hence what I'm saying. Then we wonder why we lose our organs, and we trying to eat this good food. Your body's like, but we all need probiotics. We all need digestive enzymes. The digestive enzymes, the reason why I was talking about I can't even pronounce the word. Maybe I'll look at it. Polyphenol. Y'all know what I'm saying. But everybody needs a digestive enzyme. Everybody, especially if you have no gallbladder. If you do not have a gallbladder, you need a digestive enzyme. When she asked about supplements, you need a digestive enzyme. But if you think about supplements, you definitely need some. You definitely need to make sure you get all your minerals, and don't do excessive. Sometimes we do it. We go overboard. Please do not go overboard, because somebody say you need a cleanse. Find out what type of cleanse you need. It's okay to do a cleanse. It's okay to do a detox. It's okay to do a fast, but don't go overboard and take a lot and think like I'm gonna tell you, back in the day, when I had poor gut health and I couldn't go in number 2. I would go take prunes, apples. I eat apples, eat pears. I would eat, how they, that chocolate bar, but it's not chocolate. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The stuff that the lax, to get you lax. I would eat more than what it's supposed to. Never do that. Same thing with herbs. Don't take excessive, because you think you need some ginger. You go take ginger, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Don't do that. Like garlic. It's okay to eat the garlic. It's okay to get the onions. You can eat the onions, but don't go excessive. So be slow. Take it slow. Take a process. Take a little bit at a time, because you take a little bit at a time, your body's going to take it. Your body's going, oh yeah, you finally listening. Your body going to be so happy. The body going to say, can I get some stretching? Can I get some exercise? Can we not sleep as soon as we eat? When I get stuffed, that don't mean it's time to take a nap. Nope. That's for babies. That's your children. Your children. But don't stuff them to where they eating like you, and they, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? But, that's babies. Babies take 4 ounces, 6, 12 ounces of milk, and they out. That's good. That's the babies. And y'all see how they poop? If they poop off the milk, and I said this in my video, if they pooping that much off the milk, what you think they doing when it's time to what you think you're doing when you eating all this food and you drinking like you drinking, but you ain't going? You're not going. That's why if you ever call me for a consultation, I'm gonna put you back in the baby state if you want to go that route. I want to get you that way so you can see how much is coming out you. Because you be like juicing and you fast, you be like, I'm still going. I'm like, yeah. You backed up. But I was just trying to paint a whole picture, and I'm not good painting a picture. And sometimes I don't really like telling my stories. I don't. Because I'd be like, oh, am I right about this? Share this. And I'd be sharing. I'd be like, dang, I shouldn't have said it out live. And I don't want to delete the videos. I don't want to delete the videos. I want to make sure that you can go back and watch it. Did she really just say that? Yep. Because you got to go. You got to poop. Please, you got to. It should be no once a day if you're eating 3 meals a day. Nope. A lot of us are backed up and don't even know we backed up. You could be a skinny bean and still have 5 pounds of poop inside your gut. Yes. Because I know I was doing a cleanse, I was doing a cleanse. And when I did the colonic, I was like, it was some boulders in there. I was like, we got pockets. I'm going to be honest. We got pockets. I was like, okay, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did. I'm a little embarrassed, but I was like, I wish I could have recorded it, but it was my first time and I didn't ask. And I was like, I didn't speak to him. We did it on a Sunday, and I was like, the next one I'm gonna record. The next one I'm gonna record. I don't know if I'm gonna record too much, but that's like TMI. But if you go on, you could Google, y'all go on the whatchamacallit here, and you can go and see them people when they show that thing. Yeah, you see all the remnants, you see all these boulders. Well, I mean, I'm talking about balls, hard balls of stool. Just like I'm trying to see, just like Kay. Ask Kay. Well, I don't know if Kay wanted to put it in there. When you lost your gallbladder, did the doctor like kind of tell you how you lost your gallbladder? Because y'all know your gallbladder is just a bag to hold the bile, right? So as the liver put the bile to hold in your gallbladder, do y'all know like the liver is producing the bile, right? So as it's producing the bile, it has little, because our liver get clogged, so it has little balls and little remnants. Like when you, like right now, I'm drinking this tea, and you have little grains. So as the grains are moving in your gallbladder, it's just getting bigger, just like a clam. When a clam gets a grain of a grain of when a clam gets a grain of sand and it makes that pearl. Well, we don't want that. We don't want that in our gallbladder. But that's what your body's doing. That's what your kidneys do when you have kidney stones. That's as simple as that. And it's what we eat, what we drink. We're not exercising. We got so much stress. And we cause it. We cause this. We cause this. I don't know if Kay wants to, did she? Right. When you had the stones. When you had the stone, let me fix my shirt. When you had the stones, did they tell you why you had the stones? Because listen, sweetie, it's so sad, but I don't have my gallbladder. So, I jack myself up. We have to take a digestive enzymes for the rest of our lives, for the rest of your life, until I have to fix that. I have to clean that up until you realize what caused the issue in the first place. And you can repair this where you don't have to take a digestive enzyme. And we talk about cleaning your lymphatic system, cleaning your liver. A lot of us, our liver is so clogged, and our liver is talking to us, and we don't pay attention. We don't. We be like, is it clogged? You be feeling like it do hurt up there. Why it hurt up there? And behind there is our pancreas and our spleen. Y'all don't even think about that. Y'all don't think about, we be killing our pancreas every time you eat. Have you noticed, if you do this, you need to stop. If you do this, please. I know I'm every time I drink tea, and well, I had the cayenne pepper. I put 3 drops. I really put 3 drops in the time. So it's kind of, well, I love the mucus to come out. I love the mucus to come out. But anyway, but if you ever notice when see, I shouldn't have stopped, but I'm speaking of your pancreas. So if you ever notice that you're binge eating, meaning you're not satisfied and you're eating, please fast. Please. If you binge eating and you don't know why, and we already know it's parasites kicking up, and please fast. And when I mean fast, stop and don't eat for 4 hours. Please. You got to see your provider. And this is, I'm just doing this as a blanket statement, but you need to see a provider. Something's going on, but do not binge eat. Don't sit there and you just finished your dinner and you still need a snack, and you still need a snack after that, or you had lunch and you still snack. Please stop. Force yourself, and I mean force yourself, to not eat for at least 4 hours. I'm telling you, that's so important, because you actually hurting your pancreas. You hurting pretty much all your organs, especially your brain. Your brain be like, it's like disconnect. It's a disconnect, especially when we let our gut rule everything, because that's what's going on in your body. Your gut is like, I'm in control, and I'm gonna stay in control. You don't want to poop, I'm gonna leave it clogged. I'm gonna be compacted. I'm gonna let all that stuff reabsorb back into, people don't realize when they got permeability, leaky gut. I used to talk about leaky gut so much. And it was like, well, what about lack of vitamins? But I just want you to know, if you binge eating, please cut off, fast for like 3-4 hours, and then find out what's going on. Find out what's going on. Find out what's going on. I'm telling you. But that's just a blanket statement because something's going on. You know, I don't know if you pre-diabetic, high blood pressure, all them little autoimmune disorders, all them things start creeping up, and you see a provider and says, yes, you're pre this, you're pre that. Stop. I'm telling you, a fast. You need a fast. You need to fast. I'm gonna just leave that. Like I said, it's a blanket statement. But if you find yourself just constantly eating, you gotta fast, and you will be mad at yourself. I was gonna say you will go crazy, but you're not. But you will be like, I want to try that. You be seeing everybody eating. You be like, oh, can I have some of that? Nope. Especially if you're on your desk, you know how we have our desks, we have our office, and we having jelly beans, we got the M&Ms with the peanuts. Look, now I used to love Reese's cups. They got Reese's cups and they got to have the chips in it. I was like, dang, I would love to try that. I know I'm cutting up, but I was like, good luck, but I'm climbing. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. But if you got your desk like that and you got all these cravings, you all you're doing is teasing yourself. You teasing all this candy, and we shouldn't have that on our desk. We shouldn't. But I just want to throw that out there. But I'm gonna go and answer some questions. I know I'm an hour and 30 minutes. I'm gonna answer questions But seriously, I know I went way around the moon on that one question. But if your gallbladder is removed, please, it's like a whole regimen that you need to do. You definitely need to take a digestive enzymes like before, after. It all depends on you. Some people need to take a digestive after, some people they take the before. Some people the digestive enzymes helps when they take it while they're eating the meal. I'm just saying, you definitely, please, and look, Kay, isn't it true you lost your gallbladder? Aren't you having the same symptoms? Right? You'd be like, what the hell? You're like, I thought I was gonna feel better, but you don't. And it is true that you need to have smaller meals. And when I say smaller meals, don't think that you got to have 5 meals a day. You don't. You can actually be satisfied with 2 to 3 meals. And I know, make sure it's like 4 to 5 hours. Like, Viola, I'm hungry. You have to strategically do it. You must strategically do it because you still want to make sure that your gut is okay. You got to make sure that liver's all right. Because they don't even tell us, you get your gallbladder removed. Did they tell you anything about your liver? I know I'm talking shit, but I'm like, what the hell? You at least told me. I mean, I had my gallbladder removed, and I didn't realize I needed to take a digestive enzyme until I became an herbalist. I said, what in the hell? I know I'm talking TMI, but it's the truth. They did not tell me I got to take a digestive enzyme. Nope. But that's what you need. A digestive enzymes. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I made Digest Wise. I was not playing. I made Joint Wise because Arthur was visiting the body. I was like, So I got Joint Wise and Digest Wise because for life, until you and I shouldn't say life. That's why I was cleaning it up. When you realize what the issue was and where it starts, because your microbiome has to be balanced. Microbiome has to be balanced, but there is help. I'm still in that lane, digging that out. That's why I make sure I concentrate on my gut, because like I was telling us, a lot of us, our gut is in control of our whole body, and it's supposed to be your mind, this brain, not this brain, because this is your brain, this is your brain. This brain should be in control of your body, and a lot of us, this brain is. You be seeing all this candy, like, I'm just gonna eat 5. I'm gonna eat 3, and then the whole thing empty by time you done sat there for 8 hours. You're like, dang, did I really eat all them M&Ms? Don't put it in front of your desk, please. Don't put it in front of your desk. Don't. I'd rather have fruits, applesauce. I'd rather you have that. Get your container and have your little. I'd be like, people like, they be having their bags Don't be ashamed to have your little a bag with your food. No, get your little cooler. Yeah, I see people armor coolers. Get your ice cooler. Get them little ice packs. Shoot, put you some fruit in and eat that fruit. Be the best thing. Be the best thing because we want our digestive system digesting. We don't need no impactment. We don't need nothing sliding and staying on our walls. Y'all know what I mean? I'm talking about your intestines. You don't need nothing staying on the walls. You don't need nothing. We don't want no polyps coming because I noticed. Yeah, I go and research cancer, colon cancer. People don't know until it's like stage 4. Stage 4, you be like, what the hell? I'm like, damn, but yes, it's no joke. It's no joke. So you just got to make sure that you're just taking care of it. Just definitely taking care of it. I know I went way down, but let me just go back and see. No problem. No problem. I know the microbiome. People are like, what the hell? So your microbiome, it says Google does not say specifically, say your immune system. Your microbiome is what's in your gut. You know, remember, it's like 20 trillion. You got microbiome all up through your digestive system, all up and through there. Our whole body is made up all that bacteria. Our whole body. Yes. That's why, look, you be thinking about your blood and what's in your blood, and you think about parasites getting in there, toxins and poisons, parasites be everywhere. But yeah, it says your digestive systems gets exhausted. Yes. Thank you, true survivor. And this is why we lose our gallbladder. This is why we lose it. Because think about when I was talking about, I ain't talking about this time, but when we look at the whole cholesterol, right? The whole cholesterol, your body just can't break down those triglycerides. Those triglycerides is sugar that only your liver can break it down. But hence, the liver is the only organ that can break this down. So when the liver breaks a triglyceride, it'll break it down, but it comes right back out as triglycerides. So what it's doing, it's still going to your body and fucking things up. Just be in there wreaking havoc. We don't want that. That's why it's best not to eat all this fake sugar. We shouldn't. That's what's like a minimum. But I know it's good. I know it's good. I know it's good. I know it's good. But we're so addicted. We're so addicted. We are worse than crack. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So, acid reflux. Yes. Brenda J, I'm going to email you. I'm going to email you. Because a lot of people don't realize, you know, sometimes we got too much acid in our stomach. Sometimes we don't have enough acid. And if you really look at acid reflux, what it is, you're like, what? You're like, really? Why do you think I'm always trying to, I had asked you, but why do you think I'm always doing like I said today, this is lime. I just did a half a lime and it was, let me see. So it was 2 cups. I had 2 cups of water. So it's lemon, it's lime, and I did the cayenne pepper and water. Sometimes we don't have enough acid in our stomach. So, but I'll talk to you more on that. That's like not my lane, and I'm not going to go too much in depth of that, but I'll email you and talk to you. But you do need a digestive enzymes. You need probiotic, especially prebiotic. You need fermented foods because right now, yeah, your microbiome is off. Your microbiome's off. You probably need a lymphatic cleanse. So, yes. You see how all this ties in? It ties in. Let me see. Yes. See? Kay said it's due. She had lost her gallbladder due to fast foods and a high fat diet. Okay, so sometimes, how can I put it? So you wasn't, the digestive enzyme would have helped you with that high fat diet because it's like twofold. Sometimes we need that fat, regardless of anything. We need the fat, right? So you look at an avocado, fat content, but it was what kind of fat you was ingesting. What kind of fat you was ingesting, what kind of fast food you was eating. And you know it's the fast food but I don't want to tell you which restaurants and what place. But we know we be in this microwave world. Be like, okay, I know the microwave. We need to less cook microwave food. But the foods that we eat, just think when you golfing it down, do we really chew enough? Do we really chew enough and break the food down? Sometimes we golf and put something in our stomach and it go in our stomach. That's what sometimes when you see a piece of corn come out, y'all know we not chewing our food. Our poop tell on us. Our poop tell on us, and you should know where to start. And just think that's the end because you done ate and that's the end, but that's where it starts. If you look at that, it'll tell you every time. You just talk to me one time and I tell you about your poop, you're like, oh, that's all I need to do. Oh, I know I'm being silly, but yes, I did the same thing. I did the same thing. Yep. She admitted she was eating garbage. And it's just like I can't just say it's the world we live in because I was gonna say that, but the food is so good. How many commercials y'all don't watch within? If you go and watch your favorite show at an evening, I need you to count how many medication commercials on and how many fast food, and tell me you're not hungry. And then when you listen to the medications, you be like, I don't want that shit. You be like, I ain't eating that shit. And then you be like, well, if you keep eating it, you're gonna need that medication. Y'all know that, right? Because most of me talking about is your gut. Most of that medication is your gut, your liver, one of your organs. You be like, especially y'all don't even know. Regardless of what you do, we do not know how bad we're damaging our heart. We don't. We don't. Especially with how you damage your brain when you dehydrated. I'm telling you, dehydration, man, stop messing up your brain, and especially your poop. Because a lot of us, it be hard as a rock. You be like, dang, why is all these boulders coming out? Okay, let me take the next question. I know, Mary. Hey, Mary, how you doing? But yes, digestive enzyme is exactly what you need. Okay, yeah, over sin. Oh, I like that. I like that. I had to look at it. You see, I had to stop. I did a video on vertigo. Okay, one thing that we don't really think about is um you know, like well, I'll if you send me an email, support@verywisealternatives.com. It's so many things that I would need to ask you, like 2 or 3 questions to really give you advice on vertigo. But we already know it's what we eating, cleansing out that body, your lymphatic system. Yep. If you it's so crazy that a lot of things that we got to do, and I mean got to do, not, you know what I'm talking about, you got to do. It's like the hardest thing. You be like, dang, I can't give up the bread. But if you make the different bread, if you go use like the felt flour, and there's other flours, like I think I put it on Facebook. If you just like, you know, Dr. Sabi's the man, and they're taking so much down from Dr. Sabi. But if you go in there and look at alternatives with flour making bread, you'll see a whole spreadsheet of different flours that he talks about of making it bread. Because if we get back to, I know from scratch, like Purple Sage Healthy Living, if y'all go on her YouTube channel, she's putting out different videos on food. She's going to start putting out more videos on food. I know she's going to kill me because I just said that, but she got a couple of recipes up there. Some are, you know, some are like before, some are after, but she's just putting out her favorite recipes. And I like, you know, she showed me how to make beans. I wouldn't make beans like that. You know how I would put beans in a crock pot and throw meat in it. You know, I was wrong for that. You know, you're supposed to soak your beans. You know, people tell me, soak your beans, family. Soak them beans and then cook them. Please do that. Save your life. But I'm looking, it says my brother-in-law didn't know cold. Yep. Donna, yes. It's look, the only reason why I wanted to go with the colon and the gut area is that's where everything happens. That's where everything happens. How you think you get your nutrients in your body? How you think what goes right back? And if we have permeability, which is leaky gut, it's just like in your walls, it's gaps and stuff is going in there. So instead of your intestines walls is healed, it should be corrected. We have things seeping through, you know, and colon cancer. Imagine when it gets all the way down. It gets all the way down in the colon area. If y'all see your colon and where it's ascending and ascending, it's good to massage that area sometimes. But if you just take you some water in the morning and night, and it's what you put in there, whether it's some apple cider vinegar, a little bit of, you could do marshmallow. And you're like, what the hell is marshmallow? Not the marshmallow, not the white marshmallows. No, that is not the marshmallow that I be telling people. People like, what marshmallow? Look up the herb. Marshmallow. That is excellent for leaky gut. Excellent. But it's the way you take it. But the water, lime, lemons, preferably lime, lemon, a little bit. And when I be telling you about the essential herbs, don't think I'm telling you to just take the essential oils over 7 days. No, back up off of it. When you're looking at leaky gut, and if I tell you take 4 ounces of water, 4 to 8 ounces of water, and put 1 drop of peppermint essential oil, it's strong, family. It's strong. But don't take it over 7 days. If you want to take it 3 days here, 4 days here, that's fine. But don't take it over. But we're talking about just making sure we take care of that leaky gut, because I'm telling you, people do not know. They do not know they have colon cancer until, like Brenda said, until the end. We're talking about until it's, well, it's like hands down, it's already proven. It's already proven that even at stage 4, you can come back, but it is all of how it's like how bad you want it. Because when people at stage 4, or in these last final days, they don't have control over what they're doing, because, and what I'm saying is, they already gave their rights over to a family member. So as they with this family member, I just go ahead and say it. I know I should be saying this video, but you want to know the truth. You could come back from, I can't say everything, because it's like if you get your arm cut off, if you lose a certain organ, there's no coming back. But we're talking and I'm saying cancer. Okay, cancer, I'm trying to be careful with my words, but you can come back from it. But like I said, it's up to that individual who's in control of that family member, say how everything goes. Because when you go and take these chemicals, when you go and take certain treatments, I'll leave it that. When you take certain treatments, and like I said, that microbiome in your cells, because some treatments kill a lot of things that's going on. Now, if you don't have no microbiome, and I'm telling you, your microbiome is what's taking care of you. Your immune system, you're talking about keep you where you have less. We're talking about less. I'm trying to clean up these words, because it's trigger words and it's things you shouldn't say or should not say. So who's privately, I'll be just telling you everything. So I'm trying to clean my words up, but it's you could come back from it. So when you take certain things in your body and your microbiome is killed off, your gut flora is killed off, it takes time. So if you took a synthetic prescription antibiotic, it can take up to 6 months. 6 months for the microbiome to grow back. So it's hints on how long you took it. And when they tell you to take a synthetic antibiotic, just like, let's say if it's, you see the favorites, penicillin, like amoxicillin, these things that you give to the kids because of thrash. Imagine what gut flora you're killing off in their bodies. So it takes a little while. That's why it's susceptible to get a cold. And that's why they shouldn't be around certain people, because you don't want them to getting cold. And like we pass each other viruses, fungi, we pass that bacteria, we pass that between each other. But you should, just like we talk about the chicken pox, you should, so your body, your immune system gets strong. But if you've taken a whole bunch of things, you're killing and weakening your immune system. When certain things you do, your microbiome sometimes won't come back. And that's the main reason I said, let me just do this live, because people don't realize how important and how vital the microbiome is. That's why you got to eat a array of foods. I mean, you got to eat the rainbow. You eat the rainbow. Colorful. Don't just have your salad with lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers. That is a damn boring salad. I said it. I mean, like, do you have to eat lettuce all the time? There's other things. So, yeah. I know I'm cutting up. Yeah, coconut flour is good. Yes. I'd recommend probiotics. So I got a whole list. I'm going to read off the list of probiotics. So, I'm just going to make sure that I read off the whole list of probiotics. I promote probiotics so much. I just want to make sure you eat probiotics. But when you're looking at probiotics, you want to make sure that you, like when I was saying, a diverse of foods. So you want to make sure you're eating raspberries, artichokes, green peas, broccoli, chickpeas, bananas, and apples. That's a hooray. You want to, and there's other things in there, but we're talking about rich. You want to make sure that we eat in those things to get back. It gets your and clean. Number 9, and make sure it's organic. So that's why you go to your farmer's market, you go there, you make sure you do as much as you can. So those are what you need to do, far as and we're looking at the when you do the prebiotics, you want to do you could do. So it's always like touchy with this. When I did my probiotics, I made sure that I did in supplement form. I made sure that I did live foods. You see what I'm saying? I did live foods, and I made sure I touched things that with the herbs. I made sure that I had like 3. I made sure that I had fruits. That I did it all. I was like, nope, because I know, like in the military, with these BDUs, you got to wear pants, women. We don't get a lot of air down there, so you get prone to yeast infections. And that Diflucan, you'd be like, I just took that. And the doctor said, well, you don't have it. You'd be like, okay, I just took that by antibiotic. And you tell me I need to take it, but they do that. I know I'm telling too much TMI, but I'm like, then I found out that I had, a urinary, not a urinary, I have IC. And I'm like, man, you should have told me that 20 years ago when I first started complaining. But when we take all these things, it kills your microbiome, and it's no coming back. But who got 6 months to build that thing back up? You got to build that back up. So with the probiotics, prebiotics, and with the my mind is like going, and the fermented foods, you need all of it. So it's just not just the prebiotics. You got the leafy greens, legumes, fruits, and vegetables, definitely high in fiber. So when you looking at just the prebiotics, make sure you're doing prebiotics, probiotics, and fermented foods. So I know I give extra. Yes, sugar is hidden in all your foods. All your foods, family, is hidden all your foods. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. That's why I said whole foods. I put a clip on. No, I don't even have YouTube on my phone. I'm not YouTube. I don't even have Facebook on my phone. They're on the computer. That's just tell you I don't even go on. I don't even go on my own personal site. But I know it's TMI. But anyway, I put a list. I put a picture up there showing vegan versus whole foods. The healthier, the way the refrigerator look. How people got all this other stuff. Y'all go and look at it. Y'all. Herbalist Violas. This is Herbalist Violas, not Very White Alternatives. But if you put Herbalist Viola and Very White Alternative, it'll come up on Facebook. And you see some of the pictures I put up there. And watch some of them YouTube. You should look at some of them videos. Because I want you to have well-versed, like far as money, health, spirituality, all that. I'm trying to stick just with health. And I know my podcast, I be talking everything. I talk what comes in my heart. And I was like, nah, let me knock this stuff out. But Go in there and you look at, and that's eating the rainbow. You'll see the greens, you'll see beets. A lot of people don't like beets, a lot of people don't like okra. I hated okra, but do I eat it? Yes. Is it nasty? Yes. A lot of us don't like artichoke. Artichoke, the best prebiotic. I know. If you look at the probiotics and prebiotics, mash, it's okay. Just long as you're getting it. As long as you're getting it. And like when I was talking about fermented foods, I'm not telling you get a whole bowl of fermented foods. No, you want to get a bowl, eat your meal, a little bit less and add a fermented, like a spoonful, a forkful. That's what I would say. I'm not go and hit different things and go to another things, but just make sure that you're getting a little bit. You could do it each meal. I would do it twice a day. When you deal with the fermented foods, I would do it twice a day just because you're growing more. This and main things what I'm saying you to touch bases, because she asked about the supplements. The only reason I'm saying touch bases on this, I want to make sure you know what's building it, repairing. I can't say cure and all that other stuff, but we're trying to repair and build it back to make sure it's stronger, because you need that microbiome and you need it strong. You need it balanced. It has to be balanced. That's the thing. You be like, dang, mine ain't balanced. I know, especially if you dealing with autoimmune disorders. A lot of people don't look at, well, what am I lacking? Which vitamin? You're lacking a vitamin. You're lacking a mineral, mainly vitamin D. And I can't say either or, but it could be both. It could be vitamin D plus you leaky gut. But my thing is just take care of both. Just take care of both. Go see a provider and ask, where do I start? Or, you give us herbalists a shout out. Yeah, we know so many people. We got people in our own family that we don't even want to believe or trust or listen to. We need to. When they telling you something that's benefiting you, you be like, man, you a lie. I don't believe you. Y'all better stop that. You better stop that. We having wealth of information in our families, and we be like, I remember when you used to pick your nose. Be like, man, that was when I was a kid. We all grow and change and do better and be better. So that's look. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me go with the next question. Yes, I just was trying to say, Donna, we already know sugar is hidden. Like that's what started this conversation. Sugar is hidden. Yes, Mary, you know it's good. What? Pineapple. I love Hawaiian pizza. I didn't know what it's called, because I was like, man, I just, I was right here in the say, and I was like, ooh, pineapple and pizza. I never tried. I was like, this is good. Yeah, it wasn't until I was 2008, 2009 until I ever had pineapple on a pizza. And my kids like, oh, mine's nasty, until they taste. I was like, oh, it's good. So, but yes, read your labels. Please read your labels, because we don't even think about the sodium. Y'all know sodium is bad for you, right? I know that, right? Same as MSG. A lot of us don't even care about MSG. MSG, look, don't play with that. Don't play with that. It's so many things that you read. You be like, when we go to the store, instead of looking at the pretty label and all the design package, I know I'm showing this. Let me push it back this so you can't see it. And pretty label, go back here and read all this stuff, and go back here and read this. Y'all want the supplemental facts, and you want to know the ingredients. And half of us read those ingredients and get that dictionary. I'm like, what the hell? That's what's in there? What? That's why you got to get gluten-free, casein-free. You got to get that stuff. It's a lot of free stuff. Like, especially when y'all get your vitamins, please. Everybody's so quick to get the gummies. Why? Let me tell you. It's a lot of foods out here that you can't say you don't eat pork. I'm going to just leave it there. You cannot say that you don't eat pork. Because if you're eating gummy and everyone say 100% vegan, and even that's suspect, and I know you're like, Viola, you contradicting yourself. You just got to know what you're doing. That's why it's good to have connections in your family, knowing people that, put their products together that say they are 100% vegan. knowing that their capsules are vegan or vegetarian, knowing that there's no, because I get so frustrated when I first changed over to vegan, and I was like, when I stopped eating raw, I was like, well, let me try this stuff. Let me try it. And you're reading it, it says 100% vegan on the back of each other, and it says may contain soy milk, and you're like, how is it vegan and it says milk? Why? You see the dairy plain up in the ingredients, and they say 100%. Like, man, it's not vegan. So that's what I'm just saying. Just read your labels. That's what Donna, I appreciate Donna. You got to read them labels. Here, yes, lemon, lime, the best. Try with a little cayenne pepper. This is herbalist cream. I took herb creams this morning. But try it, Yes, Purple Sage Healthy Living. I promote hers for the cayenne pepper, because herbalist creams got the bomb diggity black seed oil. Yes, I have mine in the kitchen. I wouldn't. Yeah, we live, so I'm not gonna try to sway show the kitchen. No, I ain't gangster like that. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, because the what you call is way over there. Let me see if I go live. No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, is that the same? Is that the same? Yeah, be careful with those natural flavors. Family, faith, family, and fun. Because how the natural flavors, y'all, that's a suspect word. Listen, okay, so that word, how can I put that word? I can't really say it on this. If we was private, I could talk about that. But natural flavors is not really natural flavors. It's not. It's a loaded word. I'll leave it that way. It's a loaded word, and I'm gonna leave it there, family. I'm gonna leave it there. But I was gonna get the black seed oil, so y'all know. But y'all already know cream's black seed oil. Y'all already know. Have that on tap, because that's liquid gold. Liquid gold, like it says. I can't say certain words, but it helps everything except death. My tea is warm now. Look. Yeah. I'm drinking green tea. High fructose. Nah, yeah. We don't want that. Yes. Oh, that's what you're saying, the natural flavors? True. But it's suspect. It's suspect. It's suspect. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions. I love and appreciate you guys. Thanks for, just getting on. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Did Donna, you asked exactly 8 ounces? I didn't, what was you asking about that? Yeah, I just want to make sure I answer all the questions. Go get blackberry. Happy Smoke Shops. Happy Smoke Shop said, go get blackberry oil. Okay. Because I was saying they go to your site, but black seed oil, yeah, look, y'all already know black seed oil. Y'all got issues with, your immune system, and we talking about a lot of things that black seed oil, inflammation, them how can I put the word, reproductive organs. So yes. Any other questions? But black seed oil, everything. I say everything. I got to clown. It got to be funny. You got to laugh, especially this all this stuff. You got to laugh. But I did want to just make a note. I know it's like 23 people. Herbs Cream, like I said, he is they took his last video down, so like they call it YouTube jail. So he should have his video next Sunday. So I just want to put a shout out. I spoke with him yesterday and we talked about that. I was like, dang, I was wondering, bro, because I put his video on my Facebook and I was like, what in the hell? He didn't say anything. He didn't really say anything. It's just the wording. They didn't like when he said about, well, I can't say it because I don't want this getting taken down. But so, just go to his, I don't know. He think it's temporary. It should be temporary for him to come back. But you already know HK Network. Go to HK Network here. Do you have a website? Yes. Very Wise Alternatives is the website. Very is www.verywise.com. I try to leave it all, and it's with the S. It's with the S. So I try to make sure I keep it real simple, real basic. I know it's real long. Very Wise Alternatives. I know it's long, but yeah, because we need change. We not a change. We need different things. Like, it's like before I knew herbs, man, I was eating everything. And that's why I taught my body. I was like, I gotta feel better. And it's because we don't know. It's because, we look at our family as gods. They are gods. So if you look at them, it's like, oh, they know better. But it's like sometimes you don't. When we in this constant cycle that we actually, they got it from their parents and they got it from their parents. Like if we go back and look at our recipes, it's especially when we like smothered chicken and cooking everything in a frying pan. Y'all know we cook everything in that big old frying pan. Being honest, everything. If it ain't fried, you be like, I ain't want that. We so quick to fry, and then we reuse that oil. Who reused the oil? Put down in the comments. Y'all know we reusing oil. And back in the day, because look, like I said, I'll be 55 in a couple of months, right? So I remember as a little girl with those big glass containers. It'd be how can I say it? Like the Crisco can. All your parents do was pour the oil back in the pan. Come on. I mean, in the container. Come on. It'd be on the, how back in the day, you see the stove, and on top of the stove, you see the grease, and they just pour it back in there. So they used to put the fat bag, they used to put the fish, even though you used to put some separated. Some didn't do that. Some people just didn't know. We didn't. We were like, let me reuse that oil, or they'll take the oil and put it in to make the eggs. You were like, did you just use the bacon grease to do the eggs? And then we buying the wrong butter. Y'all know we be right. Oh, come on. Everything that says heart attack, high blood pressure, all that. So we know we're wrong, but that's why I was like, forgive your parents. In the first part of the video, I was like, forgive your parents, because all we doing is repeating that good cooking, that good Southern cooking, which we just gotta use alternatives, use changes, and use the correct butter, the correct oil. Come on. The last live, I was like, don't use that oil. I was serious. They didn't let me monetize it because I was talking about the oil. This lady was like, well, you showed the picture of the oil and not to use it. I was like, nah. Anyway, do you have any other questions? But I appreciate you guys. I really do. I'm about, oh, wow, we already at 2 hours, family, over 2 hours. But again, I just threw this video up because I did my podcast and I says, no, let me just go live, because a lot of people just don't know what their microbiome. They don't. Your microbiome is made up on viruses, yes, viruses, bacteria. Yep, it is. That's what it's made up on. I just want you to get that, because when people say, oh, you got a virus, that's what your microbiome is made of. Let me just make sure I'm saying it right. Because a lot of us, we don't look at it. When I be saying you got fungi in your body, you got fungi. You just don't want fungus, but you got fungi. So your microbiome, and I know it sounds nasty. But you need them good gut bacteria. You need it. Because you don't realize how stuff get processed. And if we actually look at the body, I should have brought the book up here. If you actually look at the body and you see your digestive and you see the way it goes down and get processed. I mean, just think about the saliva. Just think about the saliva in your mouth. Think about the bacteria in your mouth. Think about all the viruses, whatever. You think about your neck. I could go on and on about the microbiome, but if it's not balanced, you will be sick. We talk about a simple cold. You will. Um, it's critical in those words. It's it's a play on words, but your microbiome must be balanced, because that's hence why we get sick. That's hence why we have issues, especially if your microbiome do not come back. And I'm talking about certain bacteria. Remember, your microbiome is comprised of like 40 trillion little buggers, little things that's in there just living and doing this job. You're like, that's bacteria. Yes. Yes. Hence, the same thing when we eat meat. They got microbiome. They got their own microbiome. So hence, when their microbiome go to your microbiome, what you think? You be like, I can't get rid of this bug. What did you eat? And how long did you do that cleanse? How long did you do your parasite and candida cleanse? Don't think it's just like 3 days and, oh, I'm good. We love that you start. And I know I'm going to say this again. When you killing them parasites, they like roaches. When you spray that raid, you be like, I didn't get them all. You be like, I didn't. I know that sounds nasty. You be like, I didn't get them all. No, they ran and hid. You got some. And the sad thing is when they dying, sometimes they lay eggs. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. And when I was talking about before, if I'm 5'4", how tall is your intestines? Women, because we have kids, I think we got like an inch or a couple of inches. Don't quote me on that, but some of us, our intestines are a little bit longer. So if you think about your small intestine, your large intestine, your colon, if you put that tall, it's taller than 6 feet. So if we got all that stuff to go and clean and get out, you got to drink half your body weight. And when you're drinking half your body weight and taking the good herbs and getting your fruits and vegetables, and make sure you clean it. Make sure you clean it. And then I put on YouTube, on Facebook, the proper way of cleaning and storing. Y'all know we've been storing things wrong, and we wonder why the food rot and spoil, and be like, I didn't get a chance to eat it. And then here we go, wasting money, wasting food. And no, we should have ate it. So I know it's a lot. Look, family, I know it's a lot, but yeah, it's like, what? So, but so I'm going to definitely clarify this. When I say drink half your body weight, literally, when if you eating an orange, you can subtract. Like if you eating like 2-3 oranges, that's your orange juice. That's hence you drinking. Same thing if you do some coconut water. Subtract. Don't think you're supposed to just drink all this water and then drink all that and not, no. All that matters. And while I'm live, I keep drinking the sodas and stuff like that. And I know the kombucha does have, tastes like soda. It's real strong. It's real good. It's real sugary. And when you make kombucha, you're putting sugar in there. So I just want you to know, because, that's part of the fermented foods for the kombucha. Don't think you should be drinking like, 4 or 5 kombuchas and you think you're fine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because not everybody's different. It's like when I first started the live, I was saying everybody's different. It affects people differently. So you try it. And see what it do to you. You try it. Don't think you can just take it and be like, dang, but why do I have to try it? Don't be, sometimes we be greedy and we try to do too much. No. That's what sometimes I didn't want to go live. Cause I was like, if I say something, people gonna do like, you made me, you told me. No, you are responsible for yourself. And like I say, moderation, you gotta go through the process. Of a lot of us don't go through the process. It's funny how, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, we can go to the doctor. Y'all already know we go to the doctor, get the antibiotics. It is say take 14 days. You make sure you took it the day and ended the 14th day, but you won't do that with a cleanse. And I'm like, it's just a fast. It's just a fast. If you can't wait the 3-4 hours, but when you go to the doctor say, okay, no fluids, I know I'm cutting up. No fluids for 3 or 4 days. You sit there and you don't do no fluids for 3 to 4 days, but you won't listen to us when we say fast. And it'd be the same thing, but there you got to bill. All them other things you got to bill. That's it. I know I shouldn't have said it, but I said it. I said it. I said it. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. You rather, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say what I was getting ready to say because I'm going to leave it. But I'm seeing if there's any question that says you forgave them. Yes. Yes, you must forgive them. I appreciate that, Kay. You must forgive them because remember, we all young. Look at the things you did when you was younger. A lot of things you do when you're young, you're not going to do when you get older. But I said we do need to act like kids. We go outside and play. Go out there and jump double dutch, act a fool, play skelsies. I don't know if you know what skelsies is. Go out there, play ring a levia. Go out there and do, just jump rope. I was they had this new contraption where you just go like this. But anybody can do that. And it's a fake jump rope. I don't know if y'all seen it. It's a counter or whatever. But anyway, go out there, act like a kid. We need to go out there and cut up and act like a kid. Get that, you start being silly, laughing. Laughter is healing. Laughter is one of those free doctors, like a smile and joy. That's one of the free doctors too. Your microbiome needs that. I promise you, family, your microbiome needs that. Your microbiome needs joy, needs rest, needs sun. That's your microbiome. That's really your immune system. We gotta keep that tight, keep it right. A lot of us, no, I'm not even gonna talk about the situation now, but a lot of us, it checked your immune system. It did. For these last 2 years, from 2020 to 2022, it tested your immune system. I'm gonna just put it out. It tested your immune system. It did. You found out if you had leaky gut. You even found out what what vitamins you needed. A lot of people say, I just need to take just one vitamin. So if you go around and just keep taking vitamin D, vitamin C, but you're not getting nothing else. And I mean nothing else. You're not eating salads. You're not eating your leafy greens. You're like, I'm just a steak and starch, steaks and potatoes. Yeah. It's already proven that back in, I can't say what year this was, but it's already proven that a lot of women actually went crazy and died because they wasn't getting vegetables. They wasn't doing fruits and vegetables. They was just steak and potatoes. And y'all already know what a potato is. I'm not even gonna give that lesson, but already know what a steak and potato. So what you thought they was missing? How you think their microbiome was? So if you look at history, and like I said, start from when you was born. Start how you was born, whether it was vaginal C-section, and did you have any breast milk? I ask people that all the time. Look, like, why don't you ask me that? I ask you that because I want to know where it started. I want to know how tight your immune system was. Hence, that's where it starts. And then you think about your condition, your body now, what you're doing, what you start, how you start, and how you ended. That's what we got to be. Then we got to know, the health of our immune system. Now you know what the hell is microbiome because you're tired of Viola saying this crap. I know. Now you see why it's important. Because if you have off balance microbiome, and if you killing your microbiome, you hurting yourself literally. You opening yourself up to so many diseases and illnesses. I'll leave it that plain. And that's why I'm always talking about the microbiome and throwing it in there. Speak with your doctor. Speak with your provider. It's too easy. Speak with your provider. But family, I'm going to end here. We can use your knowledge here in Kenya. Yes. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Wow. I've noticed, I was looking at my analytics, and I notice a lot of women follow me. Y'all tell y'all kings. I see the king. He's helping me, support me. I might have to ask him if he could be one of my moderators, because sometimes I don't know. I want to get a moderator so they can answer some questions too. But yeah. But no, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Yes, excellent, Patty Cake. Yeah. How's your health? I mean, I would love to hear about your health. I would love, because during my podcast, I did mention, I know they said it's natural, unhealthy, and all this other stuff, but for women sharing their breast milk, that helped my daughter. Because like I said, I was sharing a story. I don't know if you go back, but I'm gonna just share it. When I had my youngest daughter, my youngest, she's 25 right now, fine. But the situation was, I had emergency C-section. I did, and they did the microbiome. They took the fluids out of my vagina, where that's where you get your microbiome, through the fluid. And I couldn't breastfeed. Because I was sick, and I had an infection. I swelled up, and I couldn't breastfeed, and it was volunteer milk. I said all that to say this: there was volunteer milk from other lactating moms, and they fed my child. And I was like, I was happy, because I did not want to have anything else. Hence, when we give our babies, and I know there should be so much stuff. That should be, like I said, that should be a TV show. A TV show should be that, far as just special tips. And I don't like that. They said that's not making the money, but it will. It will. It's just that you already know why we don't do it, and why those secrets are not out, because it affects people's money. It affects people's money, and that's what it is. They just don't want you to know that. But being birthed vaginally, they all this other crazy crap that's coming out. I don't want to hear, don't want to talk about it. And breastfeed is the absolute, that's the way we should go. And that's what I want y'all to talk to your family. Speak to the men when your brothers go out and get married and have babies. Make sure they incorporate to their queens, and speak to their, and keep this going. Stop scheduling C-sections. I know it's my opinion, but stop scheduling. Yeah. So that's where I was at. And it's important. That's where the microbiome starts. That's where your health starts. Because we want strong immune system. We want strong immune health. Then we wonder why we get all that. And I was going off when we give our babies cereal and all that. I know that's a whole other. I'm just repeating the video, but I'm gonna stop here. But look, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna end. It's already 2 hours and 21 minutes. I've been running my mouth. My daughter's blowing up my phone, family. Look, I have to go. Love you guys. Herbalist Viola. Check out my website, Very Wise Alternatives Podcast. A website. And look up my podcast as well. I was doing a podcast every day. I slowed down because I just felt that they put restrictions, because they had no restrictions, but they put restrictions on it. So I said, let me fall back, and I'll just do a podcast whenever my heart's desire. But all right, family, you guys have a great day. Peace, family.